All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Monday, another weekend in the books. Can't seem to manage to get those episodes in on the weekend. I don't know what to tell you. It just happens, especially those slowdown Sundays. One of these days we'll get to it. I just know it. I know it. And we will. For those of you following me, we went to a concert this past weekend, so you guys can pretty much guess what's happening today. Also because there's a cover to all these videos that tells you what's happening. But let's cover some news first, some music news. I'm not Kurt Loder. Tabitha Sorensen has the day off today. How about Taylor Swift? Got to talk about Taylor Swift. Pretty big deal. If you were like me, you attempted to get tickets, attempted the pre-sale. Although I did not wait logged in at all because we did not get the verified fan pre-sale. We were on the wait list, so we just watched it all unfold. The people just watching 2,000 people plus in front of them for hours on end, only to get in to see that it was sold out. But I do know a handful of people that actually did get tickets for a decent price, so that's pretty cool. We absolutely would love to see this show. I don't know what all the fuss is about. People all up in arms about the site crashing and tickets and all this stuff. I don't have an issue with any of this stuff. I don't know what the problem is. By all accounts, they sold 2 million tickets in one day. Think about that for a minute. They managed to process 2 million ticket sales in one day, despite stuff happening. And there were bots and stuff. I mean, it's craziness. So, yeah, they did that. And, yeah, so Ticketmaster bought Live Nation, and they're owned by whoever they're owned by. But the person that's promoting Taylor Swift is Live Nation's competitor, AEG, right? Isn't that right? And they came to them and said, we can't do this. You guys need to be the ones to handle this. So, of course, that was bound to happen. But, 2 million tickets, and people trying to sell front row seats for like $25,000. I mean, that's not sustainable. But if there's people out there willing to pay that, that's what the market bears. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't have a problem with Ticketmaster charging more for front row or closer seats to a show on their website. Just like anything else, if you want the better seat, you pay a little bit more money. I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. Anyway, there's all that. But yeah, she's going to be worth seeing in concert, and I think that it'll even out in the end. But I think it'll be an awesome tour. I mean, is there anyone bigger than Taylor Swift? Think about that too. Who else would garner such demand for tickets right now as it is right now? I mean, U2 isn't touring right now, right? They don't have a new album. I mean, they would be big, but I don't know if they would be this big. It would have to be a reunion tour. Let's say Page Plant put together Led Zeppelin with Jason Bonham on drums. Maybe demand somewhere. Would they sell 2 million tickets in a day? I don't know. Certainly, the remaining members of Pink Floyd, they could pull their act together. David Gilmour, Roger Waters, they made up, did a tour as Pink Floyd. That would be pretty huge, but would they sell 2 million tickets in a day? I don't know. Maybe, because I'd buy 1 million of them. But anyway, Taylor Swift, more power to you. But we've already had 4 minutes, so what are we talking about today? Of course, we went to see live at Foxwoods Casino. Live, we've covered a lot of live. You can just look at my background there. We've got that. We've got Throwing Copper. We've got that one, which is just that poster right there. Just cracks me up. Look at the look on Ed's face. That's the weirdest poster ever for a band. But there it is, right there, screaming. And it was like I said 10th time. It might be our 8th, 9th, 10th time somewhere. We've been following them around since around 94, 93, 94. Sara, I owe it all to Sara. She introduced me to the band. She came to me with the CD, which we're going to talk about for a second in a minute. And then we just started following. We saw them at Cornell, Western Connecticut State University. I mean, we just went all over the place and saw them. We've seen them at the Meadows. We saw them, all over the place. I have a concert. I think we saw them with somebody that was. I have a stub over there. I can't remember. They had a weird opening person. But anyway, remember ticket stubs? I got that great framed ticket stub thing over there. That's pretty awesome. But now it's all electronic. But I do miss ticket stubs. So Anyway, we went to see them for whatever time, and they were awesome. The crowd, it was sold out. And they all looked just like us. Apparently, they were exactly our age, early 50s. You couldn't be that much younger than us, and you couldn't be that much older than us to be a live fan, I think. But that was pretty much spot on. But Ed Kowalczyk, he looks awesome. I mean, he looks older, but his voice, amazing. It was like it was back in '94. I'm telling you. Sara turned to me and said, when they did Lightning Crashes, and she was like, "This sounds just the same. Sounds the same." Now he has parted ways with some of his original band members, but that doesn't make a difference necessarily when you're going for the singer, right? And they just belted out. I don't know, almost an hour and 45 minutes of music. Some great stuff there. A lot of great energy. Yeah, it was an awesome show. I could easily go to Throwing Copper and do Throwing Copper today, but we've done that. We've done that oftentimes. So let's go back a little further. Let's go back to when he was 19 years old and their major label debut, Menatl Jewelry, because that's where I got introduced to it, and same with Sara. That was technically their first major label debut. They had already put out a record under a different name, Public Affection was their name, and I think they had an EP or two there. But they're from York, Pennsylvania, and this was their major label debut. But there were 2 singles, I guess, off this record, and I would argue there should have been a lot more. Pain Lives on the Riverside, that went to number 24. These were all on the modern rock charts, by the way, which, again, no one had access to, apparently, to see what was going on. And Operation Spirit, which had a video, that went to number 9. That was a pretty big hit for them on the modern rock charts. But also The Beauty of Grey, Brothers Unaware, Mother Earth is a Vicious Crowd. These are all awesome songs. And think about when he wrote these songs when he was 19 years old. But they did a bunch of stuff from that record, a lot to like. Again, a lot of good energy. We had an awesome time at this show. But what's your song of the day? It's going to be like a Wanderlust Wednesday for some of you, because off this record, those first 4 songs on the record easily could be picked. Easily. But for me, Tired of Me, awesome song. I just love the song. I love the break. I love the chant. I love everything about this song. So if you don't know Tired of Me, that's your song of the day on this Monday. Is it a Wanderlust Monday for you? I don't know, but we're doing live. The band. You have to even say, like, Mark, where are you going to see? Going to see live. Well, yeah, I know you're going to see someone live. Who are you going to see? Like, no, the band is called Live, because so many people. Well, that just means we're old, I guess. But anyway, awesome show live. Go see him if you get a chance. It's definitely worth it. That's your song of the day. Have a good day, whatever you're doing. I hope it involves music. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.